OG's draft as well. I feel like the Sven was, I think it was a really obvious pickup.
I can step it up at Crit and Fly, moving into position behind Notel. They'll see if they can get some sort of a reach around. They've also got Moon on the tie ready for this fight. They want to contest the 6-minute rune and they'll start to move in. Crit with a magic missile onto G. Fly coming around as well. Notel from the high ground. They're going to gush. The Science want to do in the edge of Black Hole. Dragging in G and Lil. Actually tapping across into the Black Hole. He says, take me with you. And Notel says, yo, certainly will. Double kill there for the Death Prophet. And I'm not quite sure what the plan was there from the Aya. It was going to become very, very hard for the side of VP to fight into. And the fact that the double kill credited to Notel on his Death Prophet, that's going to give him a boost now. Bottom lane, moving in onto Phobos. Miracle with the hard hits and his God Strength. He's the third kill for OG.
And I think with the Chronosphere available, Sanity's Eclipse now skilled up on Silent with max points into Orb. This is actually the stage in the game where VP can start to fight themselves.
And again, top lane Silent moving in onto He does the maps as Silent! Mathematical genius, knew the damage was there with the ultimate. He was able to make 2 kills happen there with the first use of the Black Hole. But we are back underway here, ladies and gentlemen. The pause is over, and we will continue. VP smoked up on the mid lane. They've got their eyes on Notel and G. Sets it up with a rise drive. Phobos jumps straight in. They'll drop the Chrono, the Laguna. There's no messing around here from the boys in Virtus Pro. They'll take themselves the kill onto Notel, and pretty much the full force of OG. Exorcism still offline for 40 seconds. Maybe that's the opening that they want to try and abuse. FNG leading forward. He's going to find Crit on the back lines here, and wow, at the same time, Silent trying to move it onto Notel. They get a light strike onto Moon. Miracle running around, looking for the perfect study. Gets off to FNG. Ravage coming through from Moon, catching out Silent and FNG at the same time. They're looking to try and find a wire, but FNG will be the first to fall. Black Hole from Fly, holding Silent in place. They need the rest of OG's coming, but Phobos, he drops the core onto the Enigma. They'll take down Fly here. One more slap there from the IO. Lil finding the kill there onto Enigma, making it a 1-for-1. And off the back of what was nothing really more than just an awkward engagement between those two sides. There's only
now VP going for a smoke here.
We have it, eyes onto the mid lane. Notel, he's there at the moment and he doesn't have any friends around in the nearby neighborhood. They'll set this one up, the stun a little bit off the mark, but it doesn't matter. Laguna comes through. They're going to kill on Notel. Phobos moving forward, looking for more. Chronosphere to Crit, and there's Silent. 1-2, give it a third one. They'll take down Crit as well there on the Vengeful Spirit. 2 kills for the side of VP off the back of
the words up right now. And there was no one showing. Like, that smoke was almost obvious, and the vent was a little bit too far away.
Oh, there's a relocate coming in. They're looking for Miracle here, and they'll set it up at FNG with the ultimate. Silent starting to steal the intel. Miracle, he gets the stuff. He's looking for the TP out, but the light strikes there. He's not going to make it. Miracle down for 50 seconds. Great play there from VP, and another kill off the back of it. They do end up losing the eye in the mid lane as Notel bursts down Lil. But they'll take that train anytime, shutting down Miracle and Moon. He could be in trouble as well. He pulls the Ravage, he's a 3-man Silent. Fly coming in, he has got the Black Hole here, but they don't even need it at the moment. They'll take down Gio and Alina, they'll turn towards Silent, they'll pop the Aegis. Phobos coming back in, pop the time dilation, but it looks like it is going to be Silent going down again. He's surrounded by 4. Spirit Siphon from Notel, they begin to suck and they'll find him. No, Astral keeping him alive for the time being. He's trying his best to keep himself in the game, but he'll still go down. Double kill for Crit. And off the back of a few very successful pickoffs for VP,
they say the Lina and the OD on the side of Virtus Pro have a good amount of farm on their side, so it's kind of a dual for it.
Oh, Moon with the wraparound blink onto G with the Ravage. Goodbye, Lina. 50 seconds on the sidelines thanks to Miracle with the power of the armlet pushing to the base. Exorcism's there as well. The fortification coming out straight away from Virtus Pro, but still 40 seconds they've got to hold on with some sort of a defense without G's Lina. Silent coming forward. Astraling up, trying to do his best to slow this one down. FNG is going to move in with the Arctic Bomb, but Moon, he moves it deeper, straight in onto the Wyvern. There's your ultimate onto Moon. Moon's incredibly tanky though, doesn't care. There's the Chrono to follow up with the Yules. Just in time, holding back the Void here. They can't quite kill anyone on the side of OG. They've got the mech as well. And OG, they'll take the tower, and they're still in fighting shape here.
I think that Silence actually won them the team fight. Like, I think Silent was about to cast his ultimate, but the Death Prophet silenced him right away, and at that point you really just can't do anything about it. So the Sphere being wasted here. OG still sieging high ground. G's up though.
Oh, Moon, look at this man. He just jumps straight in every time. Lina is back in, so they're going to be aware of G. Jumping forward, the Atos onto Moon. Silence coming forward, but Fly turns around with a Malefice. He'll Astral himself here, but OG maybe trying to get themselves in position for the fight here. Oh no! Oh, the Black Hole, it doesn't quite catch anyone here, but it might not matter. OG going to continue this one. Miracle got strength up. G's going to be kept fine by the Cold Embrace there. He's moving back in. 1, 2. Goodbye, G. A miracle. He's starting to try and do work. Has he got the control? The Astro actually going to keep him alive over the time being. Silent is going to fall. He does get a double kill. He gets a triple kill as the burst there for the Astro brings down Miracle. Bobot's starts to help clean up, and in fact it's VP taking this one. Moon, the last one left alive. They've got the vision with the spirits. Bobot's jumping forward. They're looking to try and clean up OG. They might just be able to do it. Moon, he's falling low. He's falling fast. Bobot jumps forward, gives it a 1 swipe, gives it a 2 swipe. He's going to need to give it a 3rd one. Moon's got the blink. Can he get himself out? He's going for the jukes. He blinks to the north there. Moon, I think he's going to get away with this one as well. Are they going to find him? He doesn't have a TP. He's going to have to hold on for dear life. Pray that they don't come looking for him. Big Ipes coming out for VP. Phobos, he's about 1600 away from the Aghanims. Silent on his OD, I think he's a recipe away from the BKB. Mid lane jumping in here, might have a bit of action. FNG, he's going to bring it brought to the side here by Lil, but Moon jumps up. Miracle tries to play, he'll get held back here by the ult to the Winter Wide, but Moon coming in, hitting against the team. Miracle doesn't care, moving on to sign the Ravage. Do they have vision though? It doesn't look like do. Silent actually pops the BKB, turns around, Astrals at Miracle. The rest of OG going down to the south, they've left Miracle, and they're going to come back and save him. Miracle doesn't need saving, he turns around, they've killed 2. Now he's leaving Lil, tapping across, but the stun flies through here. Miracle moves in the Glimmer Cape, and the TP out here looks like he's going to be fine, and he will. Lil is able to escape, but Silent and G not as lucky. And we're seeing Miracle with this build with the armlet, with the S and Y. Straight for kind of greedy damage for himself with the Crystallis into Daedalus.
I think going for damage is probably the best thing.
Can they go for this here? They'll set it up. Bobos is jumping forward. He pops down the Chrono to try and stop OG from saving it, but Crit, he still gets the swap off there. So it's only Crit calling the Chrono. Crit, he might even just live through this one. So this is some big ults expended for VP, and we can't quite get the kill. Ravage from Moon catches 2, and now Miracle 1, 2. FNG disintegrates. That's the power of Sven's sword. They'll get Phobos as well. And VP, they saw the opportunity onto Miracle. I mean, if you could even call it an opportunity, because it just wasn't going to happen. VP OG, they're ready to try and use the rest of this exorcism to get pushing. They did, of course, have to use the Ravage for that one, but
they're more than okay
they do not care about that.
Yeah. I mean, the irony of that swap is Crit has more health than No Tail, so that bench is tanky.
They're going to try and fight VP onto Moon. Silent starting to stack up the stolen intel. Tail's got the Siphon. They'll pop the ult here. Will bring down Moon, and that is going to be the gem going over to the side of Virtus Pro. The rest of OG on the way out. They've got the Atos onto No Tail. In fact, Silent could try and find more. Sets this up with the Astral G. He's going to look for the Light Strike to follow through, and it's a bit early on the timing there. Looks like it doesn't matter because Silent, well, he's OD. A couple of punches with the Arcane Orb. They're getting themselves the kill. So another one there off the back of that defense from VP.
They have a bit of an advantage in the sense that their Sven has an enormous amount of farm, but he can still die. That's the scary part. And I don't know if relying on a Sven ultra late game against like potentially a Hex on the OD at one point, the amount of burst that Alina has.
Phobos, you can tell he wants to find a Chrono. He's going to look for No Tail. Moves in with the time dilation. Set up there with the Yield Step to No Tail. Turns around, gets the silence, and down Crit with the swap out. Miracle on the back lines. Going on to FNG. Now turning for Phobos, the Ravage from Moon. Catching 2 is a double kill for Miracle. Now Silent just one hit. A third of his health gone. And Astro himself here. And will get the blink off. He's in the sidelines, but they sure. Oh, they're just the Exorcism Ghost. Slowly killing Silent in the tree line. OG and now Lil as well. Relocating back into the side of the fight. And OG, they'll be able to find this one as well. Taking 4 heroes from the side of VP, only losing Crit on the bench. And at this point, I think that could be a fight too far, and the OG, they're getting way out of hand.
Same thing's going to happen. Moon's going to counter-initiate. You're going to get Ravaged. They blow up the Void before he's even able to throw out his ability in the first place. And as soon as they get rid of Chronosphere, that's one of the biggest threats on VP. As soon as that hero dies, I think that OG feel confident in just walking in. Like, they didn't even have to burn Black Hole. They're going to get double racks here. There's still a tier 2 bottom. Miracle's going to eat a curse, but I don't think there's much to kill with.
Phobos has got a Chrono here, but No Tail holding him with the Yules. Miracle pops the BKB, chucks onto G. Involuntarily walk back into the Chronosphere. He's not scared of the side of VP. G pops the Laguna out, but that's going to be G. Almost certainly going down. The Corner Brace buying him some time, but the Spirit Cypher for No Tail bites through the Lina. G is now dead, now Silent. Maybe he can look for the Chrono recovery kills. Gets the Atos out, now with the right click, going to take down No Tail. Fly, he's going to be held in place there by the Astral. No TP away here for the Enigma. Now looks like they could just find something else off the back of this one, VP. They'll take the Enigma kill, double kill for Silent. So again, we see them finding some kills on the defense, but they're 2 full sets of racks down now, Andy.
If we have an equal amount of control and just 2 cores that deal ridiculous single target damage.
Oh, Miracle, please have mercy. Please have some mercy. There's no mercy.
There's no mercy.
There's absolutely no mercy.
No mercy at all.
He wants to find some more. Looks like Little's going to be fine. Phobos, on the other hand, if he comes down around the corner, Miracle. He's just a one-man army. Straight in. Hello, Phobos. How do you like my sword? Crit. Swapping himself in so you can get the magic missile through. Looks like Phobos is going to be fine. In fact, Phobos jumping up. Looking for the kill onto Crit here. Crit has the backup of Moon and Miracle. And
oh, God.
He pops the chrono. He's running around. He's just trying to keep himself alive here. Bless him, the void. But I don't even know if that's going to be possible. Moon jumps in and he... Oh, Moon! Oh, yeah, that was BM Moon. Now we're firing that kid.
Yeah.
That was...
that was rude.
Moon.
Kai and VP are kind of out of ammunition at that point, so it's going to be really rough for them to try to hold this.
Miracle, look at him. He's just sitting there. He is ready for blood. OG leading in, Moon with the axe, throwing back the gush, and FNG down in 2. There'll be a buyback here from the Wiper, but Miracle running around Phobos, looking for a chrono, only catch up to No-Tail. Time's only shot to Miracle, don't know what eventuals. Maybe Sonic can do enough. Could be coming out just in time. Moon gets the raffle out here, but Silent, he's stacking up the intel. Can he do enough to bring this fight over the fly? Coming in with a black hole, bring it Silent. This Silent just relocated out for side. He's still trying to fight this one through, but 4 are dead, 5 are dead, as Little's going to go down as well. There'll be a buyback from Silent on the OD, but he's the last man standing. BP, they needed a miracle, but they ended up getting destroyed by it. 28 to 15. GG is called an OG. That final fight there, nearly a 7k gold swing, even more so in the advantage of the Radiant. And Miracle Sven, it's not something that we see every day, not one of his most played heroes, but it's showing us there that he knows what to do with it.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a fantastic game, and the amount of farm that he got is pretty disgusting. Most